Hey, so I warned you about what was going to happen. I tried to explain from a kindergarten point of view post-Sulphur Mountains what the graft is, but people are mentally retarded. They don't understand the CIA profile. They don't understand either the Russian or the Saudi or Egypt or no, they don't even understand the British Island profile of me. So it's not going to help regurgitating the same shit up the Sulphur Mountains as a graft. But I can give you a little bit of info. In the history of intelligence, I have never seen that many Ubermensch on laptops in DC Langley against President Modestadal on laptops. I have never seen such movements running around. The same in Moscow, the same in Woolwich, Saudis, Egypt. Now, that went on for 4 years whenever I traveled. This has happened for 3 high schools. For the last 20 years, I've been like a headless chicken running around on retirements for President Modestadal. Norman, Oklahoma, on the 25th of April, 1984, said that Fresno is the worst town in the U.S. So, the CIA keeps telling me to stay in Rome for retirements. It still hasn't happened. So this is my conclusion. You see, why did they react that way for the Barons many, many, many times? Why did they send so much? They did because of this. The Baronets were born in pioneer camps in the desert, in the Arctic. They were pioneers in military aviation. They were famous on posters. They got a lot of awards and space shit, pioneer shit, military shit, sports. Oh, many PhDs. All their awards they gave to their friends. The other pioneers. You're next. Because they're not like you. After that, they became directorates in DC, and then they went for 40 years. And they saved lives, and they're famous for that. They're famous for that in their countries, they're famous for that around the world, they're famous for that in the US. If something like that happened to you, 92, in Marymount's genetic ages, 85, in St. George's, you have this Bohron element in you of dark energy. You have very advanced minds, like the Barons. They say I'm adopted. So I knew that. I knew what a graft is of a person post-Sulphur Mountains. I know why Cancer and CERN and Elon Musk and all those Pfizer and Johnson directors are called Dr. Sheep post-Sulphur Mountains for me. I know why I slept on their sofas from the age of 15, 16 all my life instead of with the other students. I know why the Delphi social security number of the lowlands of the Netherlands was Sulphur Mountain. I know why I was grafted in stupid times, Greenwich Mean Time. I know that I'm a hole in the wall for intelligence, and that's why I got that social security number. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with, oh, I feel good, I'm gonna help you, I'm so good. But inside, you're full of shit. You're judgmental. You're critical. You're jealous. You're envious. Inside you. You do not know why the Delphis do what they do. You do not know why the Delphis kill. You do not know why the Delphis, sometimes, they're so angry when they lose certain kinds of intelligence that they will even bring it back as a little baby just to make a message. And they will give it a special number just to tell you how stupid you were for that. It doesn't matter who keeps the intel. The Brits, for all I give a shit. because they're powerful enough to do that, those corporations. You have no idea what that is. You think that if you study, you're going to get it? Studying is not going to get it. Going to Harvard is not going to get it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Delphi Social Security of the No-Lands was known for something. And it's going to happen, whether I'm alive or whether I'm dead. As a baby idiot grafted me. I connected the dots in 80 countries and 30 states for the federal government in this life. That's not important. You still jealous of that? You stupid? Have your career. Do your research. That shit that I did, nobody's gonna do. That's what's famous. I'm the graft of that girl. Now, if you're mentally retarded and you do not know what intelligence was trying to tell you, with me alone, I will not repeat. Go to kindergarten worldwide in all those countries and grow up. Grow up fast. Grow up. And this is only stupid times. Now, for the parents, in the history of intelligence, I have never seen that many Ubermensch on laptops in Langley and DC, with cases in Langley and DC against President Modeste Sedal for 3 high schools that many times. In the history of intelligence, I have never seen that much fucking Ubermensch in Russia on laptops in front of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I have never seen that many Ubermensch in London Woolwich running for 3 high schools, or Egypt, or Saudi. If something happens to you, nobody gives a shit. Why? Why is intelligence reacting this? Because this is why. You are who you are in this world. It doesn't matter if you go to China or America or Italy. Nothing's going to change. You carry yourself. There are bad areas and there are good areas. If you're a pioneer in pioneer camps in Saudi Arabia and the Arctic, and you're famous for pioneer aviation, military, space shit, not only sports, motherboards, fatherboards. If you're Bahrain, if you were a directorate for special services for 40 years in DC and the UN, if you change the world for the better concretely, if you're famous in their countries before you even leave their countries, if you worked in over 200 countries saving lives, this is what you get for a joke like Fresno Modeste Sedal, such a dangerous town in the middle of the desert. Don't give me fucking excuses that the government didn't do what it had to do, because it tried everything. And so did the others. You know what this shows? The kindergarten worldwides. Exactly what it shows to you. You're ugly inside. That it took that much intel for that many times officially to run there for their retirements. And that's what everybody on the streets saw in Russia, in London, in Saudi, in Egypt, in other countries, in the East Coasts, in DC, in Langley, in San Fran, all over the world. Even children could see that shit running for 3 high schools. And I'm like, good luck, worlds. What a beautiful world. What a wonderful, wonderful, non-jealous, non-power hungry, non-judgmental, meh. But one intel of the Ubermensch says that for 4 years on laptops and for 20 years is running on retirements. You don't care. Do you know who they are, those people? Because I know who they are. I used to be one of them once. I used to be very good in science and tech. But that's gone. Do you know what a graft is, by the way? A graft of a person. You see, your brains are so retarded that even if a child tries to explain it to you, you wouldn't understand. Fresno Modesta Dal is not Sulphur Mountains in LA. It's location, location, location. And they showed that for 3 high schools. In Marymount, I didn't know anyone. In St. George's, I did. And now I'm a veggie. Happy? Now, my intelligence is not important. What the Delphi Social Security number from the lowlands did is not your concern. I like the McFarians, though. Millions of them. I like the Waverleys in the skies, and I like Cancer. I like science and tech history. Especially off the Sulphur Mountains. The baby graft is going to enjoy rubbing it in. For me alone. Intelligence doesn't produce miracles off the Sulphur Mountains. Grow up. That's what they were saying. Oh, and another thing. They retained the intel. Oh, do you know where to knock? Which country? Oh, and another thing. Judging intelligence in the world is the job of people who are lazy in their head. Remember, you can go to Harvard, but it will not make you that kind of intelligence. What really makes things famous is the actions, the things that change in the world because of the intel. I don't exist anymore, so whatever they did with the intel, those powers, those directorates and everything, none of my concern. I'm just following Dr. Sheeps nowadays. St. Stephen's, huh? I just gotta get out of there at 15. If you're wondering how a reader like me got to Woolwich at 15, when 5% of Cambridge and Oxford go to Woolwich at 15, ask Dr. Sheep. Another thing. In this world, you will learn something in stupid times. You will learn that intelligence is unforgiving. Whether it's British or Russian or Turk or Saudi or Egyptian or CIA, they're unforgiving. So when Ubermensch in Langley and DC have cases against Fresno Modesta Dal that many times, sure, Fresno Modesta Dal is going to be destroyed and this and that. They're saying something else. They're saying that we should stay in Rome for retirements for the parents. They've said that for 3 high schools. Now, I know how the CIA operates, and I know how those countries operate, and I know how the MI5, MI6 operates. I know how the Ubermensch in those countries operate. They're very violent, especially the CIA. So, considering that I actually have the Delphi Social Security number of the lowlands by the Americans, what does Delphi stand for? It stands for the CIA. Delphi means intelligence. It just happens that there's a town near Amsterdam called Delphi too. Now, considering I'm not Intel anymore, as you can see, shit, this is really bad. Oh, alright, let's put it this way. It's not a question of power. Intelligence and Ubermensch don't like people like that. They don't like you. I just tell you that right in your face. They don't like you. If you're not an Ubermensch, like them, if you're not famous for something, like them, that they changed the world or something, if you're not advanced and haven't done something in the world, like them, they don't like you. You can go to Harvard, you can do whatever, you can drive the man, the lady of the house. They don't like you. They will never like the masses. And they will never like even people who work in the UN or anywhere. Intelligence is intelligence. And there's levels and plateaus and dimes and everything. They see that. They knew that. It just happens that they worked. I realized that you don't travel or whatever did shit. Now, you have to start seeing that. You have to start seeing why there are such reactions officially and what they're showing you. What are they showing you about yourselves? What are those Ubers on laptops in DC and Langley and London and Russia and Saudi and Egypt? What are they showing about you? About Frism of Citadel? That many, many, many times. What did they show in the world? They're showing you that you're full of shit. And they're doing it through a little child stuck in between who's been with them in 80 countries and 30 states, even in this life, connecting the dots. That's what they're showing you. That's what they're showing you in Frism of Citadel. And that's what they're making official. Stay in Rome for a diamond. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. You keep saying that, make it happen. Or the Italians. I know how Intel works, you see. I know how, if you bother those entities on laptops in DC and Langley and London and Russia and Saudi and Egypt that many, 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 many times for one of their best, you piss them off. And I'm just kindly revering that to you. It's not famous for no reason. Everywhere. Kindergarten. Out.